Let's talk about accepting, cultivating an attitude of acceptance. That is, accepting your position in life, accepting where you are, and not waiting until you reach your goals, and not waiting until you fixed all your mistakes, and not waiting until some point in the future to start living. So the point here is to learn to start living for today. Today is all we have, or even more specifically, right now is all we have. So if we wait until our ideal future, wait until I've fixed my mistakes, wait until I've got a better position in life, wait until I'm going to miss out on life. So we want to learn to cultivate acceptance. So let's talk about, though, what acceptance is not. Acceptance is not playing a victim, sitting around like a doormat, letting life happen to you, and not doing anything about it. That's not what acceptance means. Acceptance is just an acknowledgement that whatever has happened has happened. You can't change the past. So as soon as something's happened, it's locked into time. It's locked in forever. You can't change the past. So wishing that it was any different isn't going to help. So think of it like this. Think of your decision making. Think of it like a kind of like a funnel. And this is all the information that you use. And you use the information that's available to you to make your next choice. To figure out what you're going to do next. And stuff that happens, that's what goes into the other side of this machine. So all the stuff happens, some good things happen, some neutral things happen, and some bad things happen. All of that happens. Wishing that it didn't happen isn't going to help. Wishing that something else happened isn't going to help. Because if we wish that things didn't happen, or if we wish something else happened instead, we're ignoring inputs. And if we ignore inputs, if we pretend something didn't happen or spend our time wishing otherwise, it reduces our choices. It changes what we can do next. So whatever happens in life, accept it and use that to move forward. Now, in terms of living more for today, accepting where you are today allows you to move forward. Now, goals, you can set goals because they can be helpful. They can be helpful because they can help you decide a direction. But a goal I'm defining as a specific outcome in the future. And this is where we can get into the trap. So as helpful as a goal might be, if you focus your entire life on achieving your goal, at best, you're always in a state of, I'm not at my goal yet. I'm not at my goal. So it creates this tension. Because whatever goal I have, that's my life that I want. And the recognition is that I obviously don't have that life now. Otherwise, I wouldn't need to set this goal. So there's tension here, and that tension makes me unhappy. And even as you move closer to that goal, you're still not at that goal. So there's tension. There's always tension. If there's this thing that you want, and you don't have it now, that creates tension. Now, eventually you might reach that goal, and you think, hey, the tension's gone because I've reached that goal. Except now I've lived my life based on achieving goals. So now I have to set out a new goal. Got to put a new flag in the ground of this new goal, and that's going to create even more tension. So I'm in a constant state of tension. If I'm living for the future, if I'm living for achieving my goals, inadvertently I'm not accepting life as is. I'm only accepting life insofar as maybe I can eventually get a better life. So instead of thinking about outcomes or goals, we can instead think about our actions, our decisions in the present, taking in all the information that we have available to us, including things that we didn't want to have happen. Those are in our control. That is where we should spend our energy. Specific outcomes, those are outside of our control. We have no control over the specific outcome. There's too much luck, there's too much chance, there's too much risk involved in attaining actual outcomes. So we should not hang our happiness, our contentment on achieving a specific outcome. Now, it might sound so far that live in the moment is all about right now hedonism, but that's not really true. I want you to think about, what if you could pick up a phone and call yourself in the past? You could call past you. Say, you used to be past you. You used to be that person. 1 year ago you, 5, 10, 20 years ago you. That used to be you. and you've turned into present you. Again, imagine you could pick up a phone and call past you. What would you tell past you? You'd probably have something to say to your past self. You should have made better choices. And it doesn't take much energy, though, to realize that that relationship is the same as who you are now and who you will become. So this is not about living for the moment and avoiding the future. This is about recognizing that the present always moves, and it moves along with us. And what we do today impacts what we do tomorrow. But you don't have to wait until tomorrow to enjoy life. You don't have to wish things were different. You can cultivate acceptance. You can make decisions based on what has happened, based on this is what it is. You can do the best with what you have, and you can set yourself up for a better future while living for today. Greetings, Derek again. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to learn more, please head to meaning.blog, and there you can learn about all things related to money and mindset and purpose and meaning. And you'll be able to find out how we might be able to work together. You'll find more articles. You'll find links to videos. You'll find online courses, all kinds of things to get you going on your journey towards living more intentionally.